I thought burnout meant I was doing something wrong. What I didn't realize was that burnout was actually an invitation to rebuild my life with purpose. I'm Saundra Kandler, and today I want to take you behind the moment that turned exhaustion into alignment, the one that started everything I now call the Legacy Collaborative. I had the privilege of coaching and developing thousands of leaders and agents, individual agents, team leaders, and brokers across markets and countries over the past 12 years. It was an incredible season of growth, impact, and service. But here's the truth I didn't see then. While I was helping others build their dream lives and businesses, I was quietly running out of space in my own. I was the one people came to for energy, for vision, for answers, and I loved that role. But somewhere between the travel, the coaching calls, leading, and the endless to-do list, I stopped hearing my own voice. From the outside, it looked like success. Awards, recognition, momentum. On the inside, I was exhausted. I was proud of what I was building, and I wasn't proud of how I felt. Then came a professional shift I didn't expect and certainly didn't choose. It was painful and uncomfortable and forced me to pause for the first time in years. And in that quiet space, I had to ask myself a question I'd been avoiding. Who am I when the titles are gone? That moment wasn't the end of my leadership journey. It was the refining of it. God wasn't taking something away from me. He was making room for something new. That season became the catalyst for everything I'm doing now. Because in the quiet, I realized my calling wasn't to climb another ladder. It was to build a foundation that would raise others up. That's when I founded the Legacy Collaborative, a coaching company and global network for values-based leaders who want to build businesses and lives in alignment with what matters most. Our mission is very simple: to champion, transform, and multiply servant leaders who create impact through alignment, not exhaustion. After coaching leaders for more than a decade, I realized something powerful. Burnout doesn't come from working hard. It comes from working out of alignment. You can give everything you have and still lose yourself if what you're building isn't rooted in your values. So I developed what I now teach as the Legacy Growth Framework, the exact process I use to help leaders and entrepreneurs reclaim their time, their purpose, and their peace. It's built on 4 core pillars: strategic foundations, because freedom comes from models and systems, not chaos; adaptive leadership, because your mindset determines your momentum; focused productivity, because time isn't just money, it's energy and intention; whole life prosperity, because true wealth includes your faith, your family, your health, your finances, and your joy. When I started leading from these 4 pillars, everything shifted. I stopped striving and started stewarding. I stopped trying to do everything and began focusing on what matters most. And that clarity created overflow in business, relationships, and impact. Today, I coach and collaborate with extraordinary women and leaders who are done living in the hustle and ready to live in harmony. They're growing their businesses without sacrificing their peace. They're raising their families and their standards at the same time. They're leading with faith and building with strategy. And the results have been beautiful. I've seen leaders double their income and cut their hours in half. I've seen marriages restored and confidence rebuilt. I've seen women who were once overwhelmed finally feel free again. 12 years inside of one of the largest real estate companies in the world taught me that results matter, but alignment multiplies results. Faith taught me that obedience creates opportunity, and experience taught me that legacy isn't what you leave behind one day, it's what you live every day. That's why I created this space, Reflect Like a CEO. It's where we slow down long enough to listen, to learn, and to lead from a place of alignment. Here we talk about strategies and systems that create freedom. We talk about leadership, purpose, and faith, and how to make business deeply personal again. Because you don't have to choose between ambition and alignment. You can have both. If you've ever found yourself successful but restless, if you've ever thought there has to be more than this, I want you to know there actually is. And it starts with remembering who you are and what you're called to build. So from burnout to legacy, that's my story. And maybe it's the beginning of yours too. I'm Saundra Kandler, and this is the Reflect Like a CEO YouTube channel, the space where we grow through real conversations about faith, leadership, and alignment. If this message resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe and stay connected. And when you're ready to take these conversations deeper, to build a business and a life that truly reflects your values, come join me inside the Legacy Collaborative. That's where transformation happens. I'm so glad you're here. Let's build your legacy together.